found TK. He's out down here in the gorge.
You see it yet? No. Home is just beyond those hills.
I got really worried about you when you got stuck in that mud pit near the end. I thought you weren't going to be able to crawl out. I mean, me and Sassy, we had it for sure. Hi, this is Josh, the owner of Shamma Sandals, and today on Run With Us, we are in Outingdale, California. A place, a community so small, I guarantee you no one's ever heard of it. To put it in better terms, we're kind of near Placerville, California, which is on Highway 50 on the way to Lake Tahoe. In any case, this is one of my favorite places to run, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. So let's get going.
Hey Josh, what's going on? What's going on?
You're back, Willie.
Yeah.
Where have you been for months and months and months?
Broken.
TK swooped my power straps right off of my sandals so he could fish. So I have to reinstall them on my Warriors.
Because you really need power straps to fish, right?
Yeah.
Now it's on.
Now it's on.
You
Okay,
got
it is on. It is on, and we're ready to go. Okay. We're here in Outingdale, as I mentioned, and this is where my wife's parents live. And I've been coming here since I got married to my wife, and that's been almost 15 years now. So since that time, I've been coming up here, and there's a little trail or basically route I run. I run through these neighborhoods and get through the neighborhoods and then run out to the highway. It's about 3.5, 4 miles. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna find out today because I got my watch. So my brother Willie is here today, and Willie was like doing Run With Us this last year. He did like half of them, and then somewhere in the early spring, he just fell off. And I want to attribute a lot of that to how crazy it's been at Shamma Sandals this year. We switched over our lacing system early this spring. We've had giant orders to fill. That's like kept us really busy. And Willie hasn't been running as much. And now he's probably in terrible shape.
Yep. Haven't done a thing. Haven't exercised, haven't ridden a bike, been to the gym, haven't run, haven't really done anything active.
How's your fast food intake? Is it up or down?
The higher end of fast food. We were at Chick-fil-A, that's not so bad.
Oh yeah? That's almost like eating a carrot. Well, with celery, you know.
I didn't feel slow and lethargic after eating it like I do now.
Do you feel like sprinting?
Yeah, one could say that.
Unbelievable. What was your question?
Oh, how far do you think we've gone? It's really important for me to know.
Half a mile.
That's not far.
Not far at all. You're walking, Willie. Yeah, because it's called Run With Us. Well, the real reason we're here is actually not to run. The best thing about the cabin in the summer is the river. And I was mentioning we've been working really hard. So we're taking a little break. We drove up from Santa Cruz to float down the river, which is just awesome right now. And there's little rapids and pools and rope swings, and you can just hop in at one end and float down to the other end of the river. And right now we're about to get to the tough part of the run, which is, I guess I'd call the majority of the run. It's gonna be these steps where Willie's gonna slowly crumple. We could call you something cool like crumple stilts by the end of it.
I'm not denying that.
You know, this is the foothills of the Sierras. There's cedars, and you got the fir trees, and there's a dryness to the air that I love, and there's a certain smell. Gosh, I don't know what it is, but there's always this feeling when you get to the Sierras that you want to explore it. Like it wakes something up in you, and you want to get out there and, you know, see everything about it. And I definitely get that feeling when I get up here to the cabin. And sometimes it's like, oh man, we're just stopping at the cabin. I'd like to keep going. Let's go up to Tahoe, go down south to Yosemite or something and explore.
We're on those steps you're talking about. This is not easy.
You did it. That's it, Willie.
That's it?
That's
I you called it the majority. Oh.
Well, there's gonna be some more uphills, but that's the hardest one. So were those steps easy?
No, they should have been. That wasn't that bad.
It's not that good though.
It's not that bad. You are hardly tired from it.
No.
The way it should be.
1 mile, Willie, 1 mile. My dog Jonah, I used to bring him all the time when we'd go up to the cabin and we'd go on our runs. Dogs hate him. They really do. He makes them mad for whatever reason. They just knew that they wanted to fight him or whatever.
He gives off a vibe, I don't know.
He does give off a vibe. Anyways, he's like a lab mixed with German Shepherd and Border Collie. He's about 85 pounds. Kind of looks like Scooby-Doo a little bit. Jonah probably had his last trip up to the cabin a week and a half ago. The ride is just really hard for him now. Just sitting in one place for 3 hours driving up here, it really takes its toll on him. It's sad, but he was doing better at home. He's just really, really old. So, happens to the best of us. Hey, Willie.
Yeah. Am I the best of us?
You
Is that
are,
what you're
Willie,
saying?
So every time Willie hears the camera button, the on-off record button, blink, you hear this little noise, he stops running. It's quite comical. So I realized if I just keep the button on, he'll keep running. When it goes off, he stops running. When he hears the button go on, he starts running. So I'm just gonna.
You gotta keep up appearances, you know?
Exactly.
Josh can know that I'm not a good runner.
So we're getting really close to the end of the steps. I hear Willie huffing and puffing. He's like some sort of steam engine or locomotive. We actually slowed this footage down so you could see better what he's doing. Okay, there it is. That's the last little crest. And we're at 1.76 miles. So we're gonna go over that crest, and once we're at the highway, we'll turn around and we'll see what our halfway reading mark is. Fingers crossed that it's 2 miles. It's gonna be close. All right, there's the highway just up ahead. And maybe 1/10 out there, and then we're at 2 miles. Willie's somewhere in the distance. He'll probably be walking, and I'll catch back up with him. Otherwise, he won't have what it takes to finish. Amazing. We just got out to the highway, and we just hit, see if we can see it. Just hit 2 miles. So that's awesome. It's gonna be a 4-mile round trip. I don't usually like to run less than 4 miles. I don't feel 5 is actually more ideal. Oh, here comes Willie. This is like the incredible journey with the dog, the 2 dogs and the cat. Shadow, you made it.
Home is just beyond those hills.
I got really worried about you when you got stuck in that mud pit near the end. I thought you weren't going to be able to crawl out. I mean, me and Sassy, we had it for sure. Here's the other little thing about the cabin in Sierras in the summertime. It's hot. It's like about 8:30 right now, and it's, I don't know, it's probably close to 80 degrees. And we're doing our run before it gets any hotter when we hit the river. Willie, how's the river sounding right now?
Mighty fine.
Mighty fine.
Even at 9 in the morning, that sounds great.
Oh, it is great. Actually, those are some of the best things, like getting done with a run here at about 8 or 9 in the morning and just dive right into the river. Pretty great. Not that I'm a paragon of running technique or anything, but one thing is to remember when you're downhill, going downhill, try not to brake. Try and use the momentum of the hill. It's a little scary because you'll feel maybe out of control, right, Willie?
A little bit.
But if you're braking, you're going to be putting more stress on your knees and your joints, and it's going to be harder. And you'll actually be a lot fresher if you just let the hill take you, like we're doing right now. Just maintain that good technique and let gravity do the work. So back when I started Shamma Sandals around 2013, I don't know when I did a cabin run with us. It might have been 2013 or 2014. And Jonah was with us on the run. The run was fine, but my goodness, we didn't have this cool GoPro and gimbal like we do now, and it was thoroughly unwatchable. So I'm glad we're actually getting a chance to redo it with some new technology.
I realize this great power I have, Josh. If I just stop running, you can only say words at me.
Boo.
I could just stop.
Willie, but if you keep running, there is a river and it's exactly 1 mile away. And in 1 mile, all this pain is over.
Convincing as your words are, Josh.
It's cool.
Watch the power I have. This feels great. Circling us, Josh. The helicopter's circling us.
I think you're right.
Why?
It's trying to get us to slow down, Willie.
This highway is radar enforced.
Yeah.
by air.
Less than half a mile to go. We gotta find TK down at the river. So he's been fishing while we've been running. He's not a runner per se at all.
But when we get there, we can all tube.
We can. We're going tubing. From the cabin, it's literally about 70 yards. 80 yards down to the river. And it's not a giant river by any stretch of the imagination, but it's perfect for swimming and tubing, and it's just a great place. found TK. He's out down here in the gorge.
You see it?
Nice technique.
Well, you got to walk here.
A few minutes, for a minute. So we made it to the gorge, as we call it. We found TK, and we've run we ran just a little over 4 miles. So we had a great time, but the river's calling, and we hope you had fun. We'll see you next time on Run With Us. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more weekly content. And make sure to click the bell so that you'll be notified every time we post something new.